So Connie, Sage is a big sponsor of Small Business Week here in Washington, D.C. Why do you do this? Why is it so important for your company?
You know, it's a privilege for us to do this. I mean, as you know, Barry, we serve small businesses. We serve small businesses across the globe. And we look for opportunities where we can be involved, where we can meet small businesses, where we can honor them, just as at the luncheon that you just attended, where they honored the state business winners and selected the national winner. So it's a privilege for us to be able to be here and be small.
I was amazed by the statistic you mentioned during lunch that you serve over 6 million small businesses around the globe and 40,000 small businesses a day. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, 40,000 small businesses contact us on a daily basis looking for whether it's advice on how to run their business, on how to use our solutions that we provide, develop relationships with those small businesses, and we count it as a privilege to be able to serve them.
I know Sage has come out with some new research about the different applications that small businesses are using, and the interesting findings were that they're using a lot of different applications, and that can cause a problem, right?
Absolutely. In fact, where the research started is we actually visited around 50 entrepreneurs and really small businesses with less than 9 employees, and we went to their place of business, we spoke to them on the phone, we had them come into the office, and we saw these trends. We just sat and observed, looking over their shoulder, and saw these trends and how they were performing their tasks. And we noticed they're using paper, they're using Excel, they're using Word, they may be using accounting, but they're only using 10 to 20% of it, the rest of it is overkill. And so we thought, there's something here. So then we went out and did, as you know, some quantitative research, the disparate application survey that we did, and found that over half of them use more than 3 applications or systems. We didn't say applications, but systems to run their business. And it was tremendous when you looked at how these systems did not integrate together. In fact, I believe it was 70% that actually used more than 3. They didn't integrate together. When we asked them what they wanted, it was, we just want all this to work together. But they didn't know how to do it, or in some cases that it couldn't.
Well, I was excited last week that you introduced a new product called Sage One, where you're actually bringing together, for the first time I've ever seen it, really a project management program, a contact management program, and also a accounting part of the program for a small business owner. Tell us a little about the product.
Absolutely, and we're really excited about it because we think just what you said is the competitive differentiation for this product. This product, which is an online, simple, easy to use, cloud-based bookkeeping, project management, collaboration tool, task tracking tool, billing tool for the small businesses, all wrapped up into one application. And it's the result of a lot of the visits that I mentioned that we went on when they were using all the disparate applications that were not very productive. We sat and watched one lady who was tracking her expenses in Excel, and then she was recording them over into Word, into the invoice, and then she was sending the invoice, converting it to PDF, sending it, and then she was coming back and storing it in Excel so she could track who paid her. In one case, they were tracking it in their head. And so Sage One was really born out of really taking more of a holistic view at business management and automating all the processes that an entrepreneur and really small business needs to make it more productive.
Well, I think it's a great application. And since you talk to 40,000 small business owners every single day, what kinds of things are you seeing? What kind of challenges? How are they evolving their business? You mentioned that so many folks are changing the way that they're putting in new business models. What have you seen people are doing?
Absolutely. A couple of things. Well, first of all, we're seeing that they're working a lot. Entrepreneurs and small business owners have always worked a lot of hours. It's their life, it's their blood. They're committed to it. But we did ask in this recent survey, has it increased? And we did find that almost half of them, around 45% or so, actually said that they are working more hours, more weekends, doing more with less, working nights, more so than they had been before. And so the other piece that came out of that, which I think is very closely tied, is they're looking to how can I get more productive in this time. And mobility is obviously a trend that we're seeing. Some of the interesting facts that we saw there is that around 80% of them actually relied on mobile applications, whether it was a laptop, whether it was a smartphone, obviously to track tasks, to track your contacts, to email, that type of thing. And I was even surprised to see that a little over 30% were actually getting those tablets. So you can see how mobility is beginning to make a big difference. I think one last thing that we saw that was very interesting is an increased focus on the customer experience.
hard to get customers these days, and so they're learning that they have to really focus on the experience and move from a product or a service-based company to an experience company to keep those customers that they have.
Connie, thank you for everything you do for small businesses. We all love using your products, and we look forward to Sage One really becoming popular so the small business owners can get a lot more productive, get a lot more work done, and become more profitable.
Great. Thank you, Barry.
Thank you.